Morning guys, we're back out in the camper again this weekend. It's a week or two since we did our last trip out. It's not the best of weekends, to be fair. It's quite dismal. You can probably see the grey clouds behind me. It has rained quite a lot overnight, but we've got a few hours of no rain at the minute, so we're going to have a little trip out. We're actually staying at the Lakeside at Castle Howard. So the campsite itself is situated at the end of the Great Lake, which runs up towards the house itself. But you can't get straight from the campsite round the lake and into the ground. You've got to go around the road. So we're going to take a little trek out. It's a bit of a walk. I'm saying it's a bit of a walk. It's only about a mile and a half, but it's uphill and there's no pathways. It's all grass to walk on, so it's a little bit harder going. But we're going to take a look anyway. We did come here a few years back and I did do a vlog on it then, so if you want to check that one out, I'll put a link to that one in as well. But come along with us, let's go have a look around the gardens at Castle Howard. Again, we can't go in the house is closed, but we can't go in with Abby anyway. But every time we come here the house is closed, so not even like one of us could go into the house. But yeah, it's not too bad at the minute. It's not raining, so let's make the most of it and we'll go up to Castle Howard and we'll have a look around. And I'm hoping to pick up another vanilla slice as well because they're absolutely gorgeous. So hopefully that's going to be put in tonight. As we leave the holiday park, we pick up the scenic footpath that leads towards the Howdonian Hills, an area of outstanding beauty. This is one of those walks where you can really appreciate the Yorkshire countryside and you may even spot some wildlife along the way. The walkway can get rather boggy during rainy times, as it was today in parts, and we ended up with very muddy boots. As we get closer, the landscape starts to change. The hill gets steeper. The grand estate of Castle Howard begins to appear, and you can feel history in the air. Castle Howard is more than just a stately home. It's a masterpiece of Baroque architecture set in over 1,000 acres of parkland. If you're visiting, I'd highly recommend exploring the gardens and grabbing a coffee at the cafe. It's a perfect reward after the walk. On arrival, you will first come to the courtyard. This is where you'll find the cafe selling cakes, coffee, sandwiches. There is also a gift shop, a butcher's and a deli here with some amazing things to buy, and we'll show you some of those later. You can also find the toilets here and the ticket office. You need to go through the ticket office before you can get into the gardens. So Castle Howard is an absolutely amazing place. There is so much to see here. As I said earlier, the house isn't open at the moment, but the gardens, I do think these are the best gardens I've ever seen of any stately home I've ever visited in my entire life. They're just so beautiful with the lakes, the fountains, the statues. Just unbelievable. Definitely worth a visit, guys. So if you're up in North Yorkshire, come to Castle Howard. So the Lakeside Holiday Park is situated in the estate of Castle Howard. It's a narrowish road coming in. It's obviously very hilly round here because we're in the Howdonian Hills. But this is the entrance area to the campsite. and you just come down the road, following it around towards the static caravans over here that are for sale. Then you can pull in here, and this is reception. And we were lucky enough when we arrived on Friday night, the chip van was parked outside here, so I had sausage and chips, Andy had fish and chips. It was an absolute godsend because it's quite late when we get here because it's a bit of a drive for us. Andy not getting home till 5 o'clock. But the good thing about this site is you can arrive at any time. What they do is they put a note on the door with your pitch number, so you can just check the number and then go straight to your pitch. So once you've checked in, you follow the road round again. You come to the end of the road here. To your left is the statics area, and to your right, just behind the green fence over there, we'll capture that in a minute, but that's the bin area, and there's plenty of bins. But for the touring site, you just walk straight across, or drive straight across. I'm walking, so, and you come into the campsite. And as you come through the main gate, you can see the facilities block. Just on the end here, you have drinking water point, and this is also your grey waste point. The gents' toilets and showers are here, and just on the opposite side there, next to it, is the ladies. At the back end here is your chemical disposal point. I think this has all changed, to be honest, since we were last here. I'm sure there was some sinks out here. I'll have to have a look, but maybe I'm just dreaming that. You've got another tap. And there's also another grey waste point here. Then just on this end, you've got a washing up and laundry room. And as I've said, on the opposite side is the ladies from the gents. Just at the top of the hill there, if you walk up to the top of the hill, that is the Great Lake. I'm not going to go up there because it's absolutely siling it down at the moment, and it is really, really boggy on the grass. That is one end of the site, and we'll just spin round past the facilities block, and that is the other end of the site. We're up this end, so we'll keep walking this way. But as I said earlier, you can get out nearer to the bins. There is a little gateway here, and if you come through here, then all the bins are just opposite over there. And again, you can see reception in the background. So it cost us £34 for this weekend to stay here, plus £3 for Abby, which I thought were an absolute bargain, because we've been paying £50–60 even at this time of year for campsites. So I thought this one was a real bargain for the price, and it really is a very, very nice campsite. Back to the camping field over there. We're just down here, hidden away in the corner. So that's a quick look at the campsite, show you what's around. It's a bit of a trek up to the house, but it's certainly worth visiting. I would certainly recommend coming here. I think it's just a beautiful area. Lots of walking to do. Lots of things to see. And just being on your pitch, you've got some of the most beautiful scenery I think you can ever have. So guys, it's been a really tiring day. I ache everywhere. we're so unfit, me and Andy. We don't do an awful lot of walking these days. So we'd walked up to Castle Howard, and we walked back. We walked round the gardens. We decided on the way out, there's a lovely little cafe in the courtyard. And last time we came here, we got a vanilla slice. And I'm not kidding you, it's the best vanilla slice I've ever had in my entire life. I seem to say that a couple of times this weekend, don't I? But yeah, really, really nice. So I'm just going to show you this vanilla slice. Just look. Oh, it's going to fall off my plate. Look at that. It's a bit wonky, this one. I think it got a bit squashed in the box. But how amazing is that for a vanilla slice? So I'm going to go tuck into this now. And we'll see you on the next vlog. Bye for now. So we're back at home now, but I wanted to show you this that we bought in the deli shop at Castle Howard. And it's a pie. And this one is chicken, bacon and mushroom. They did a few different ones. It's a kilo of pie. But I just thought it looked really nice. They're £20, but I think they're going to be worth every penny. So I'm going to cook it now. And I'll show you it again when it's cooked.